Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's old Pappy back with another one, and today I'm going to show you guys what this new teleportation system is going to look like in the game. They've been testing it. They were doing a new map, and it was going to be a main feature of this this new map was going to be this teleportation. And so now they brought it out on Springfield on the test server just to kind of see how it works, show everybody a little bit of what it can do. So you see that purple glow right off in the distance there. I'm just going to try to hightail her over. Now, one thing to keep in mind with this video, this gameplay, I am not trying to kill anybody. I'm not trying to win. I'm going to die lots of times, but I just want to get into that little, off to my left there, I want to get into that little vortex, that little purple vortex, and show you what happens. Okay, I'm getting hit. This guy's knocking the snot out of me. I jump on my little pad here, zippity bang, and look at that. Look at that, I just appeared on the far right-hand side of the map on the bridge. Craziness. Okay, so then I'm getting attacked again. I'm going to jump up into the air, wave my hawk like I just don't care, and take his try to get a little bit of damage done here. And I got to try to figure out now where is the where can I go now to get into the other end of the vortex? Because that's one thing I think that's important to know about this vortex, this sort of transport, this teleportation pad, is that there's sort of two ends of it. And if you go in one end, you'll pop on the other. But if you go on the other end, you pop back where you started. And then you can see off in the distance here in a few seconds, there are two more on the other side of the map. So there's four. Kind of almost not quite in the four corners of the map. They're kind of in weird locations here. And so let's get over here now. I'm in my Jaeger, and I have equipped with it some Redeemers. Now the Redeemers are one of the many weapons that are getting a buff in this proposed test server, sort of coming to the live server soon kind of idea. Basically, they're doing a bit more damage. They're one of a host of weapons that are getting a little bit of a buff. Some are getting a nerf, and some of the robots are getting nerfs as well. The biggest one you need to know about, of course, is Hawk. The Hawk is going to be getting a nerf in that its built-in weapon does 50% less damage when it's shooting regular robots, and its reflector shields won't work when it flies up in the air or when it descends down onto the ground. So anyway, let's keep rocking here. I want to get over here. Now you can see that kind of yellow glow, right? That yellow glow in front of me. It almost looks like it's like weird fire or some weird thing coming out of the ground. That's another teleportation pad. And you can see on the far left-hand side of the map, way down by the farm, that is another teleportation pad. And so the idea is, if you go in the one to my left, I'm going to come around the corner here. Hopefully I can also help kill this little guy here, Mr. Stealth Loki. And look at Mr. Stealth Loki. Okay, he's going to jump into the pad. Let's see if he disappears. Can he get on it before we kill him? Okay, so he's disappearing. My teammate's disappearing. Hey, why not? Three times the fun. Let's all go. Hey, look at this. We've all just popped out now down by the farm. How crazy is that? Now you can start to see where there's going to be a lot of dynamic gameplay when people get good at using these things. I kind of am really looking forward to, I guess, the creativity of players, right? Like the creativity of players to come up with cool teamwork ways to take advantage of these teleports. And in some ways, it's kind of a weird. It's kind of a weird idea, only in the sense that if you really like to teleport in right on top of the enemy, there already is something like it's called Beacon Rush. That's kind of what it is, right? Minus the glow. But in Beacon Rush, you can, when you die, you can go right in. As long as you hold the beacon, you can spawn in right on the other end of the map. But this is just another kind of different development that Pixonic's trying here. And I'd love to hear in your comments, what you think about it. Do you think it's a good idea, a bad idea? Does it just make the game more confusing? Anyway, speaking of confusing, let's talk a little bit very quickly here. The video's almost over, but let's talk a little bit about this robot I have here. It's called the Demeter. I talked a little bit about it in my last video. So the Demeter is a new healing bot. It has a glitch right now. That purple glow you see, that is the healing circle, and it's only supposed to last a little while. But for whatever reason on the test server, as soon as you pressed it, it just stayed on forever. But the idea behind the Demeter, other than the fact you shouldn't take on a Titan head first, you're going to die. The idea of that, Demeter, is that when you use your button, you can target your own players and you can teleport to their location to help them. And I think that's going to solve a bit of problems with healing bots who basically spend half their time chasing their teammates around, especially if you're playing random. There's nothing more frustrating, is there, than seeing a guy who's hurt and unlike literally like, dude, stop running, I'm going to heal you, and they just keep going and they don't stick around and get healed. So that's going to allow you to teleport in and heal your teammates. And now look at that. Isn't that kind of funny? We both fell off the bridge. We landed on the teleportation pad. So it's in that little gap between the two city sections over there. And when we fell down off the bridge, we actually teleported to the other side, and I was able to kill that guy with my Minos. So that's kind of cool as well. All right, let's go back over here and see where we appear. Do we appear in the bottom? No, look at that. We appear back on top of the bridge. So I kind of appear out of nowhere and surprise this guy like, how do you like me now? Okay, well, I'm actually getting, maybe it wasn't a good idea to spawn into this area. You know, I guess that's the other thing you need to know about this. You got to be really careful where you're spawning. You know, like I jumped into that teleportation pad thinking I was going to be safe, and I ended up surrounded by 3 guys. So, you know, I guess you get to look before you leap, right? But anyway, my final thoughts. I can take it or leave it. It's fine. You know, it just adds a little bit of dynamic. Makes you always need to watch your back now. That's for sure. I'm going to be curious to see how it works on some of the newer maps that come out. So anyway, that's it for now. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe, the share, and let me know what you think in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.